Welcome to Spoken UK. Today we're going to go through how to use the Cam GX5. So inside the case you find the main unit itself, along with the antenna, and charging plug with various different country adapters included as well. Just remove the device. I'll take the cover off so we can see it properly in the video. Out. Just move this box away. So what you need to do to start with is just attach the antenna onto the unit, just by screwing it on. Okay, and press the power button, just wait for it to start up. So the Cam GX5 is mainly designed to pick up mobile signals, but it will also pick up Bluetooth and Wi-Fi as well. So what we do is demonstrate how it works. I've got a phone here, and if the moment for playing a video, it won't pick much up because it's actually looking for mobile phone signals. So if we were to turn off the Wi-Fi, instantly you see it will pick up the data packet instead. If you start playing a video or something like that, it'll be much more constant as it loads up the data. So as it buffers up the video, you'll see it keeps picking up the signals, but also anything else running in the background, it'll pick that up as well. But whilst it's in Wi-Fi, it tends to be much more silent. However, let's wait for it to calm down. There is the option to switch between cell and Wi-Fi as well. So if you press that, you'll see now it's now looking for 2.4 and 5.0. Both of these are Wi-Fi signals. So if you're sweeping the house, it'd be actually best to do it in both modes. So if you're looking for a device that could be working on Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, you'll need it in this mode. You then need to do the sweep again using this mode as well, because depending on what device it's using will depend on which one's showing up at the time. So bugs can use mainly both GSM or Wi-Fi, tend not to be Bluetooth because it's short range. So on the main screen then, where we're looking at cell devices, obviously there's nothing being picked up at the moment. But what you can do is go to graph, and now if you put my phone back into data mode, what this is doing is it's actually producing an 8-minute report. So these lines going along that thick white line going along the bottom here is representing the time, and when that gets to the end, that'll be 8 minutes complete. And what it's showing you here is the different types of signal it's picking up during that time. So you've got along the side, you can see on the screen, yeah, you got along the side the different bands it is picking up, and obviously it's showing you the strength of the signal there. You can do the same thing again if you go back to Wi-Fi and graph, exactly the same thing. It's producing an 8-minute report with its it's showing the different frequencies along the time. So the other thing it will do is produce a log. So if you just want to leave this here rather than actually watching it, it'll actually log all the events that have happened. So if you see along the top, every time it produces a signal, it will create a new log. So this is log 204. It tells you that the signal's been going for 15 seconds. It tells you the time it started as well, and the band plus the strength of the signal. So here's another one starts. Look, you've got now log 205, and the next one will be 206, and so on. So each time a new report starts, you'll get a new event log. If you leave it like this, it'll all be in the log section here. So if you press that, this down. And what you do now, you'll get like an event log. So each log, it will give you a number, it'll give you the time it happened, how long it's for, and the signal strength. Which means you can leave it in a room and you have to see what's happening. Go back through all of these. So it's good for not only looking for live devices at the time, but also seeing if there's any regular activity whilst you're away. If you go to the graph in the log, it will report hour by hour. So this is 1300 to 1400 hours, and it will show you what happened during that time. You can move again. It'll only show you if there's something that's actually happened during that time. So anything outside of this, if nothing's happened, it won't give you any more time. So 15 to 16, and it won't be any further than that because we're currently on 3 o'clock now. So if it skips any time out, it's simply because nothing happened during that time. So if we now show you on a couple of devices that we've got in the office. If we go back to the main page again, what we've got over here in the corner is one of the GSM plugs. So this works by producing a GSM signal, so a phone signal that you can call into and listen live. Now at the moment I've got this switched off. That's the phone number for the device. If I turn it on, it would take about 15 or 20 seconds, but this will actually contact the base station, the same as your phone does when you turn it on. It'll actually make contact to let the base station know it's on. There you go. It's only a short, sharp burst, but that's a good way of testing a device. If you think it's got a GSM device in it, just turn it off, turn it back on again, and wait for a signal. If you do know the number, as we do, I'm going to give it a call. Just unlock my phone. Okay, so there we go. If I start ringing it now, you see straight away it's picking up a long continuous signal. So that's saying this is a phone call in progress. So that's what you're looking for when you're looking for an active book, something that's giving off something continuous like that. I've turned the sensitivity down on this, so you have to be very close to it to actually pick it up. But you can turn the sensitivity higher, so you can pick it up from further away. But it does get more confusing when you're close by because you can't tell when you're getting closer or further away. So if I end that call now, and the transmission stops. You might get some residual afterwards, but that's the main thing. The other thing we got, if I pop it back on the desk, so just move my phone away and we'll just turn the plug back off. In fact, I put my phone into airplane mode and we'll turn the plug off so we're not getting any signals from either of those. This is a tracking device, so this works differently to the plug. What it does, every 15 seconds it will give out a short, sharp burst of information. At the moment it's switched off. When I remove this, the device will switch on within a few seconds. There you go, see the red light. And what we'll get is every 15 seconds or so, it will send out a packet of data like this. And once it sends it, it will switch back off for about 10 seconds. So when you're looking for a tracking device, it's not going to be a continuous signal like it is with a phone call. It'll be lots of short, sharp bursts. So if you wait again, you should get another one in a few seconds time, depending on the device. But again, it might be a good idea to leave this on scanning mode in the car and see if there's a regular pattern. This one's set to every 15 seconds. You might get longer than that, might be every 5 minutes or so. So that's the main way of using the device. As you're getting closer, the signal will be stronger. As you're further away, it'll be weaker. There you go, I've just moved it away, move it closer. So like playing a game of hot and cold, you can figure out where the device is, it stop producing. The last thing that you can do, well, you can do several settings. You can turn the beep on and off, or vibrate on or off. You can change the time and dates. We can also, let's move that away. We can also select bands. So if there's a certain device you're looking for that you know runs on a certain frequency, you can actually turn other ones off. So it is literally just looking for one particular frequency. As default, though, you should really leave them all on because you don't normally know what it is you are looking for. And the last thing you do is also erase the logs. But before we do that, if I go back, if you were to plug a memory stick into the side of it, it's just a normal stick. When you plug it in, you'll come up with this symbol saying USB download, do not disconnect. It's normally quite quick, but if you've got a lot of records on there, then it will take a while. Now, what that would do is just download that into an Excel spreadsheet. If you can plug that in, if you've got Excel or anything else like Google Drive or OneDrive, you can open it up and it will just give you the event logs, the time, the date, the signal, and the strength. So that's it. So I think that's covered the entire product.